So welcome back to the channel. It's an absolute early morning and we're going to try for some bream. I'm in my local harbour, Langston Harbour. I've got a few hours to spare, so I thought I'd come out and see if we can knock out a few bream this morning. If you look in the background, you'll see where I am. There's only two of them in Langston Harbour around this area, so you ain't got to look too far to know where I am. And traditionally, it's done all right here for a few bream, just a few hours either side of the high tide. Seems to be a real treat here. I'm just hoping today that we might pick a few up, and the odd gilt comes in between the black bream as well. So hopefully it'll be all to play for, and we game on. Rig wise, let's talk rigs. Nice and simple rig, and I'm using two types. The simple Turk flapper rig, and there it is. I'm using £40 amnesia line. I've got a Sea Weights glow in the dark lead, so a little bit of illumination attractant. I have got the snoods are a foot snoods with mullet, pop-up bead at the end, so there's plenty of movement around, and that is pretty much the rig. Nice and simple on that one. The other rig I have got, because I always like to try a couple of rigs just to see what works, is running ledger. Stainless steel swivel, £70 main line, Terminlink is my running ledger, another luminous lead from Sea Weights, stainless steel swivel, and then again a foot, or just over a foot I would say, of amnesia £20 line with a little glow in the dark muppet on the end. No pop-up this time though, so we're going to see what happens, whether the pop-ups make the difference or not, and which rig catches the most, to see what rig we're going to decide if we're going to change to, if we decide we're going to change to. So just varying it around a bit. The boat is swinging around a little bit, so hopefully we won't get too much dragged around, and the rigs get dragged around. Can be a little bit snaggy around here, probably why the bream like it. There's a little bit of roughness around here, and yeah, let's go and have a couple of hours at it and see what we can pull out. Well, both rods are in, so hopefully the fun will begin. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Just see, there's a bit of an overcast. The sun's just coming up on the horizon there. Nice flat calm seas. No one around. It's so quiet, and the odd ching I should say, of a rope on the old mast from the yachts. Lovely. Absolutely love it out here. Great for the soul. We just had our first bite. I think I've missed it though. No, here we go, I think. Here we go. Let's have a look. Don't think it's very big, wherever it is. Hey, first bream. Do you know what? I'm not going to get the net. I'm not going to get the net for that one. It is a dinky old fish. But there we go. The first bream at our little chosen mark. Only a little dinky one. Beautiful to see. I'm using a Cox and Rule scratch and match hook on that one, and it's absolutely nailed it right where I want it. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant little hooks, those scratch and match hooks, they really are. Check them out. Cox and Rule scratch and match, absolutely brilliant hooks, great for the shore. Anyway, there we go. Oh, just beat it after death. Anyway, let's get it back. First one, only dinky though, but nice to see. But if you're coming in Langston Harbour, there's a dredger. You might just see it on the clip underneath my canopy here. There's the dredger comes through here just before high tide, either side. So just be mindful of that if you are fishing around in here in a little sib or something like that, or boat. So there we are. There's your safety brief for Langston Harbour. Let's get baited up. Just had another bite. This time on the 2-hook clip down. 2-hook clip down, 2-hook flapper even. I think there's a lot of weed here as well. Underneath the weed there is a fish. Poor devil. Oh, what some lovely colours. Some lovely colours of this ballan wrasse. Let's have a look. Let's just show him for you. Look at that. Lovely blue colours. Absolutely beautiful looking fish. Beautiful. Not the biggest of wrasse, but what a lovely, beautiful, lovely colours. Look at the blues on it. Beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. So, not the biggest of bites and not the biggest of fish, but it's all good fun. Just going to T-bar this off. Yeah, it's gone. I don't think I've ever seen a wrasse with so much nice blue colour in it. Hello, look at that one. Look at that one go. Oh no. Here we go. Oh, missed it. Missed it. Gutted. Alright, we'll try that again in a bit. I'll get this one baited up. Just using ragworm. Got a little bit of squid, but mainly using ragworm. Just what I've got left over from a previous sort of session. I went out yesterday, just had a few hours. Didn't do any filming. Just went out. I mean, don't know if you can see that dinky little worm. I'm just literally almost head hooking it with a little bit of on its body, as it's so dinky. It is great fun doing harbour fishing sometimes, it really is. It's just easy fishing. There's, you know, the weather doesn't have to be great for do a bit of harbour fishing. Even for the sibs, you know, it's easy doable. Just using a little bit of squid, size of your finger sort of jobby. And thread it on and off, in and out, around the hook. And there we go, ready to plummet it down. Gutted about that other one, that looked like a decent fish on that other one. Right, let's get this reeled up. There's nylon on this rod, on this reel and rods, and I'll tell you what, it's quite hard getting used to it, to be fair. It's been such a long time since I've used this nylon really for fishing like this. Obviously, like a lot of people, use braid, and when you get a bite, it's so elasticy sort of thing, you know. You have to seems to strike that a little bit hard and a little bit long distance sort of up. so you connect to the fish. Just give this one a gentle flick out. Well, I've lost a couple of rigs now. I've snagged into the necker several times, which is bloody frustrating. It's nice to be near the wreck, you know, there's features there, and you know, there's potentially where holding fish off, but it's rather frustrating because I have hooked up the wreck a few times and lost a bit of gear now, so yeah, annoying. But that is the dangers of fishing near a wreck, I suppose, or structure, is that you want to get it fairly close, but sometimes you end up being too close and actually you can wreck up or the structure up, and you lose a bit of gear, which is not great, not good for the pocket, and sadly not good for the environment, but part and parcel with it, I'm afraid, isn't it? Anyway, not loads of fish. I've missed a few bites. The tide is still coming in slightly, or rather last the flood. Going to wait till the ebb starts, and hopefully we might see a little bit more action on the ebb. Hopefully bring some more fish for you. Well, I've got another little species, and I didn't even know I had this on, and it's a small little thing. There we go. Look at that thing. Now, I ain't got a clue what it is, but I'll find out and put it in the description. I'm not great at these little mini species, to be fair. I don't really fish for them. I know a lot of people do. Hard to tell. I don't know, but let's get this little devil away. Well, I just missed a cracking bite on that rod. Absolute gutted. Bent right over, got into it, and then it popped off just before it got it into the surface. Absolutely gutted. It looked like a good fish, and it felt like a good fish. And it's the pink lead. I don't know if that rig, and it's a running ledger. Both got running ledgers on now. I've got the pink lead on that one, and it seems to be always that one that I'm getting the bites on. So whether there's something in that pink, I don't know, but it's definitely something there, I reckon. It's certainly making a difference, but a few missed lands, that's frustrating. But there we are, it's fishing. The tide has turned now, it's on its way out. I've got about an hour before I've got to get back onto my berth, so I'm hoping that we can bag a few more fish. No birds working up the harbour, which what I can't. Yeah, definitely no birds working up the harbour, which is a shame. Not really active. I was hoping to see a bit more action up the harbour. You know, the old bass working, but not this morning. Not a bird in sight either. That's what it's like sometimes. But let's just hopefully get into some fish. Well, the rig with the pink weight is still hitting. I've changed the hook. I've lost so many fish. It's clearly too big. So I've dropped down to a size 4 scratch and match hook now. I'm just hoping that will nail them, sort of thing. So yeah, so hopefully we'll get something. It's bloody frustrating, isn't it, when you get the bites and you miss them, you know, or you got them on and pop it off, you know. I've only got about another half hour left, and then I've got to go. I've got to be back on my pontoon. Things to do, and I'm going to give it a half hour, work the rods a bit, and hopefully we'll get one out, or 2 out even. The bream have not been on the ball as much as I was hoping for. I really thought there'd be a lot more action than there is, but that seems to be the fishing at the moment. It just don't seem to be great. It don't seem to be great at all, but we'll keep at it. They're proper teasing me today, these fish. They really are. They're getting a bang, 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 and then miss. Gone. Proper teasing me. Frustrating. Frustrating. Also, as well, his time is limited, sort of thing. So that makes it that a little bit more frustrating as well, because I'm sure that if I had a bit more time here, it would be a lot better. I'd have a few more fish, but I haven't got the time. Well, I'm back on the pontoon, and I'm not going to waste the time I've got here. So I've put on a little spoon. I've got a little bit of ragworm. I'm going to do a little bit of spinning for the mullet. Now, you do get plenty of mullet around here. They're not always here, but the water's gin clear. I'm going to give it a go. Let's see if we can pull a mullet out. So I'm just going to get a little bit of ragworm. Let's find a reasonable ragworm here. Nothing too big, but nothing too small. I've got a lot of small stuff here now. Actually, do you know what? I am going to put 2 small ones on. And there we go. A couple of small ones. And literally just going to flick out and see what comes of it. And I think I might go onto the dive platform for this one, because the canopy's up. So I'm using 12-pound line on this. I can see it working through the water. It looks absolutely brilliant. It's just whether there's any mullet around. That's the problem. What I probably should do is have a look around the marina and have a look around and see if there's anything around, because they do tend to stay in particular areas at times. They don't always sort of go around the whole marina. They will stick in particular areas and stay there and don't really move. I can see loads of little fry. I can't believe how clear this water is. It's absolutely beautiful. Some of the best mullet in is at this time of the day, in the morning, as the tide's going down. Well, I've had several casts now, nothing around. I've even had to walk around the marina just to see if there is any mullet around, and there's none around, so pretty much wasting my time, to be honest with you. But it was nice to have a little flick, have a little go. Maybe next time when there's a few mullet around I'll have another go. But nice to have a couple of hours out. nice and easy, nice easy fishing, which I love sometimes. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Very short, just a few fish, but it just shows that you can go out into your local harbours, have a couple of hours out and have a little bit of fishing and get some catches. So that's it. Till next time, tight lines everyone. Hope you enjoy, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you wouldn't mind subscribing if you're a regular viewer or you're new to the channel, it definitely helps me out. See you soon.